You've been listening to music like that, so I'm gonna throw it back for y'all.
Hey,
Pause, bro.
Oh man!
Pause. I was really thinking you're about to say something else, but bro, you need to speak to HR.
And we are recording right now. Right now.
Main Chafford podcast. The real is back. The real is back.
Was
I am
279.
279. I am two dems. You know it is. I am him. Himmy Neutron.
Come on.
It's me live and direct.
It's actually 268.
268.
I'm way off.
Oh, wow. What did you initially
I
say?
said 279.
No, what the fuck?
Damn.
Dancing DK. Watch it back. I'm gonna pass it to my partner. Pause.
Cole Sanusi, Don Collier in the building, the one and only, aka L.O. Coolins, aka C-Note, aka Hollywood Cole, aka Dog Dad.
For sure.
Coming for your left there, your right there, surround sound, smart speakers, portable speakers, you name it, we are there. Episode 268. Esh, get it, esh, get it, esh, get it, esh, get it.
It's Eman G45. The G solid in my name. The 45 is silent.
Come
It's
on.
Genghis Chibogwe, the Prince of the East. Tinfoil hat Eames. R&B voices present.
Yes,
It
sir.
is.
Black Mamba Dove. Cheetah Yam.
Yeah.
My God is better than your God. Died and came back. Can your God do that? No.
What just died?
Nah, he came back.
What just that? He's part of the big three. He already told you.
Yeah, 1000%.
Just big
The
me.
only big three.
Big me.
One God. Anyways, I do want to ask you guys a question.
What's up?
You man are the first sons in your house.
Yeah.
How would you feel if your dad said it's time to sacrifice you?
Whoa.
Come get it in blood. Let's go.
The only reason why I asked that is because there's a story in the Bible with Abraham, and his faith was tested. Like God wanted to test his faith, so he told Abraham, sacrifice Isaac, and he took him all the way up into the mountain. And like we're talking about mountain, like real hiking, no goats, no nothing, no sheep. And he said, "Yeah, sacrifice him."
I always wondered with that story. Why did Isaac go? Like, does Isaac know what's happening when he gets to the top? Because if he,
I think he's assuming. Because if you think about it, he has like there's a bunch of ropes.
oh well, then he's a willing partner. This is S side.
What do you mean by S side?
He's going to suicide doors.
Oh,
Unalive.
No. He's not. He just has faith in his dad, doesn't it? He believes in his dad. He has trust and faith in his dad. So he doesn't know
That's a
what's
crazy
happening.
request. And then when they got there, God said, "Psych, kill the goat. See that goat over there? Kill it for me."
No, the lamp just appeared. It was just like, man. Like, oh, where?
Alright, let's get it cracking.
Curveball.
Of course.
Because you'd be thinking, your dad's tying you up. Like, he's saying, listen, we've got to get it cracking. I've just been told. And then at the last minute, because at some point, if you're Isaac, you mentally prepared yourself to die.
Nah,
And then for him
you
to say,
don't know what's
"Psych,"
happening,
Me,
bro.
that's going to be a crazy journey
So, like,
back
imagine
home.
you and your dad, you're like, what's happening? Like, we're just here.
We're waiting for further instructions.
And then your dad says,
Waiting for further instructions.
and then your dad says, yeah, man, you're going to get sacrificed.
Psh, that's a tough talk still.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you're just in ropes.
Bondage.
Then God, whoa. Whoa, what?
No, it is insane. There's no way you can justify it. I don't even know what his thinking was. What made you come up with that verse?
Yeah.
You could have tested him in other ways. That's bad, man. I can't lie. Still.
No, God wanted to test his faith, and he said, all right, cool. You're
God be doing
you're
that.
You're 30. Then afterwards, he circumcised Isaac.
Huh?
Yeah.
What, on the mountain?
No, not on the mountain. That's tough, man. You won't walk back
On
down.
the mountain.
You won't walk back down. Allow it, man.
He had to walk. That walk back down is insane. So, you know, we do all this for what? You know?
Them ones where you don't even look at each other, just walking down.
Oh, you know
just
when
looking
you
for-
like, have a little thing in the car sometimes and you skid off a little bit and then the rest of the drive home is
whoa.
in silence.
Yeah.
Even turn off the music. That's what they did. What do you talk about at that point? You just had to kill me.
Yeah.
I had to be cool with it. The Bible has some crazy stories. Samson and Delilah, I would have fell for Badines. Do you not think? I mean, he was super powered.
But the thing is, he was normal size. That's the thing. He was normal size. He's just super powered. He's just OP.
I want to put a caveat. Was he super powered for their time?
No,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
If someone lifted a chair, would you be like, "Oh my god, I
Yeah.
can't believe he could do that"?
No, because like every like city had like a major massive gate. So if you go lift up a gate, like we're not talking about or like we're talking
That noise is insane.
like we're talking about like a massive 1,000+ kilos on your back and just walk. Yeah,
He was him. It's a
Yeah.
shame how he went out as well.
7 dreads.
Listen.
They chopped his hair, blinded him. Oh, it was
Yeah, they
tough.
did too much with that. You already took away his power. Now he's also blinded. Of course,
Yeah.
yeah, it's finest.
Now he's working working the wheel. Yeah, man, it was tough.
For real.
Anyway, he did what he did, so
He got revenge. Still. We love that for him.
1,000%. 1,000%.
You got any more stories?
No, I don't have any more stories. But I think one thing we do need to talk about is Mr. Luigi.
What?
Shoot a man, then boom.
So is there such thing as handsome privilege? Sorry. Because I feel like whenever someone does something heinous, like a murderer or whatever, I feel like the public perception of them is always subdued or it becomes comical whenever they're attractive. Because I've seen people post stuff like just a crumb and they post a picture of his face. I'm like, he just killed someone.
I actually can't believe.
It happens all the time. Men, women. I mean, women do it a lot though. I can't lie.
Oh, they love it.
They be doing it all the time.
It's insane.
Probably more than us.
I can't believe what he did
Hey, man.
This is New York, man.
in Times Square.
There's a
For
billion
for
cameras in
context.
Times Square.
Luigi is an individual who went and shot a what do you call this? A CEO of a insurance company.
Yeah,
And
the health insurance.
This was in broad daylight in New York. We don't know much about New York, but I know like New York is CCTV central, like London. So, and he just managed to escape for time.
And it's not even that.
Then
It's
they
just.
found him.
It's not even just that it's CCTV central. It's also where he did it. That's like being in Piccadilly Circus.
Yeah, someone's getting burst.
At the top of the morning.
Damn.
Hey, listen. Prepare for the bars that the rappers are gonna come with. This writes itself. I'm shocked a rapper hasn't said something already.
It's probably Fabulous. Fabulous is just gonna flip it. Who else? There's
J. Cole done it already.
Uncle Murder Wrap Up.
Murder rapper. Oh yeah, yeah. True. Actually,
It's a crazy name for
going
a
to
rapper.
happen. That's going to happen. Hey man, I think people are kind of, I say happy about it, but like a lot of people can kind of sympathize with my man because at the end of the day, these companies make stupid money at the expense of people's lives and stuff like that. So when you make enemies at the top, it always filters down. And
Well,
so
that's it. I mean, I
can't be
think they used an algorithm to judge who would be worthy and not worthy of their insurance,
which is bonkers.
and
but obviously,
they found out that like
business.
99% of people weren't worthy, which leaves people in a precarious position. And it seems Luigi saw that. I'm not surprised that that's the conclusion he came to. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's right. At the end of the day, someone has been shot. He didn't make the algorithm, but when you're the CEO, you're the face of that algorithm, and you're the person that they'll put the blame to.
Does anybody know why it impacted Luigi specifically?
Nah, I don't know. It just might have been on some vigilante shit.
Apparently, it was either his mum's surgery or his surgery. I have no idea. But that's it. That's all I know. I don't know too much.
Scary times, man. If you're sorry, go on.
I just said he just went on a ride out. Really. So fuck it.
Yeah. And then,
Tupac actually predicted this, but
what did he say?
it's gonna be murder.
Fair enough. You heard it.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
I think the motherfucker's gonna eat the people, cannibalize.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the pretty privilege he's received is nuts. I cannot.
He's a handsome dude. Not gonna no homo, no nothing. He's a handsome dude.
I'm seeing like TikTok edits.
A TikTok edit. Oh my goodness.
You know when they do the slow motion thing with the music in the back, and I'm like, yo,
wow. Do you know what this man is going down for? Only this generation. It's like, what the fuck? Sean, tell us something.
Morse code.
Oh, what is that? Fuck, I forgot. Oh, those two brothers that killed their parents.
The
Mendes guys. They be getting fan edits too.
Come on.
And I'm like, do you know what they did? It was open season in that house. Shotgun. The parents were unrecognizable afterwards. But hey, they were handsome, so let's do first traps.
Let's make a documentary about it. Give them Netflix. Listen, man. That's just life, innit? These things happen all the time.
I'm more able to rock with my man.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Who?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
No.
Oh.
What?
He ain't niggas.
He was insane. Luigi, because look, people could be pushed to that point. I get it, but we also have to understand the gravity of the situation at hand.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's not right to kill someone. Anyways, I understand why he would do it, especially with the whole health system out there in the United States is crazy, and how like there's the insurance. If you don't have insurance, you're screwed. Calling ambulance might cost $400, bro. It's crazy. Like it's dumb out there. I know people out there right now. They're just, if you're not making six figures, then boy, I don't know like what your health system is about. Like,
well, that's in the States.
If you break your leg, that leg is broken for life. Forget it, man. Like, yeah.
Nah, America.
Like, you know when they say health is wealth, out there it means a lot more than it does here. Like, yeah, we're healthy. Yeah, like we get to do certain things or whatever. I mean, thank God, us three man are, relatively healthy, and we're on a good spectrum in terms of the health. So we're not overweight. We're just in Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
But them man in the States, health is wealth is a serious sentence.
I don't get how that country operates. Because these man.
Oh no, it's mad. So each different hospital has their own pricing system, and they are supposed to file their pricing system to the government. And if they don't, they get fined like 1 million. If they don't, so it's easier just to pay the 1 million than it is to actually file your stuff. So like you can go to one hospital, they may charge you 3,000 for pregnancy. You go to another one, it's 30,000.
That's nuts.
And it's fine.
It's all the stuff as well. Like, if you get put in an ambulance, you have to pay for that. Most expensive Uber of your life.
Yeah.
If you get put in a helicopter, you better come back from whatever you're suffering from.
So like, you know when Nip said,
Jesus.
like, bro, like I think this was when Blue Laces 3, I think. Yeah. So basically, he was saying, listen, bro, I'm driving. I know you're shot. You're bleeding. I'm gonna drop you at the hospital. I'm gonna leave you there. That's it. Like, rather than just calling an ambulance, nah. Drop you at the hospital. You might be dying. You might be dying in the car. Drop you at the hospital.
Because it's that bad.
It's bad. It's horrible.
But isn't it the case where obviously not everybody gets access to it, but like if you get a job, then they offer you health insurance as a part of your
yeah,
big.
your salary.
But I don't-
and all that
so
stuff.
That's why
if anything
UPS is
happens-
paying 100,000 because of the life insurance,
Right,
the
I
health
see.
insurance on top of that too. Yeah, because I spoke to one brother here in the UK. He's like, yeah, we're not getting paid 100K, man. I was like, oh, sorry, man.
But obviously our health thing is entirely different. So
Yeah, the way
it
we
makes
operate.
sense. But still, obviously, there's still a disparity within pay between there and there. So.
It's insane. I just don't understand how you can treat your citizens like that.
It's money, man. Money talks.
I know. Very much a capitalist country.
Money talks.
But that's insane. At the expense of health, which is so important. If you don't have a healthy nation, you forget about it, which they're more and more experiencing every day. And I wouldn't be surprised. Like, look, I don't wish it on people, but CEOs protect your neck.
Real talk, for sure.
Protect your neck.
Protect your neck, man.
But what's the next topic?
Better protect your neck.
What's it? I think he's sharing the same prison as Diddy, to be fair.
I've heard that his lawyer and Diddy's lawyer are somehow connected.
They're married.
Swear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Listen,
Mad coincidence there.
Yeah,
that is insane.
It's brazy. It is brazy. All I know is that, yeah, it's crazy, man. Anyways, enough about Diddy. Let's go to Mr. Jiggerman.
Oh,
Sean Carter.
Jigger.
Jay-Z is in trouble.
I said he's not in trouble because I don't. I said that. What's her name? Right.
Jaguar
Wright. I said that Jaguar Wright. I'm only taking her for entertainment, and then I said that the way Jay-Z carries himself in general wouldn't make any sense for a story like this to align with him. In particular. And then, so for context, people don't know, Jay-Z was included in a lawsuit, a civil case, where the woman claimed at the time to be 13, and she went to VMA Awards, and Diddy and Jay-Z with a woman, people are speculating it to be J-Lo. J-Lo was just there just to witness, basically, according to the lawsuit. Jay-Z and Diddy both essayed this woman, like third base, and when they interviewed this woman, there were just so many inconsistencies. It didn't make any sense. They interviewed the father. The father says, I don't remember driving 5 hours there and then 5 hours back to get my daughter from a gas station.
So yeah, what, open and closed case?
Based on the information that's there, yeah. And it's bad because if, like the message said for Jay-Z wrote like a message
straight away.
Right, straight away. He said, listen, if this was a serious case, you could take this legal action and you can go do criminal prosecution rather than doing civil case. You're not making any sense at this current point in time. And I have a 13-year-old daughter. I have to explain to my daughter what on earth is going on.
Yeah.
Now, in one sense, it does look kind of disgusting, the way you just throwing it out there. But when this information comes out after her interview, it's like, you're talking nonsense. And the lawyer that is taking this case, his name is Tony Busby. No, Tony Busby. I want to say it's Tony Busby. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And Tony Busby is looking like a clown right now because he's been involved in SA as well.
Huh?
He's been involved in SA. And he paid off the case as well.
Pot kettle black.
Yeah, man.
Nah, that's insane. How can you even think that's a good idea?
I think people just want to... I think this is kind of like a meta kind of observation I've made over the past few months, maybe past year, even since Cat Williams. But I just feel like everybody wants to see a body now.
What do you mean?
I just feel like at this point, if there's speculation and if there's controversy, obviously there's nuance. But for the most part, people want to just see people get got.
Yeah.
So when Drake got, everybody was like, yes. We got him. When Diddy got, yes. We got him.
Nah, I'm a bit upset about that.
About Diddy?
Yeah, because throughout, you look at Diddy as an icon.
But it wasn't not obvious though.
But later on in life, people will speculate like, don't go to a Diddy party.
Now it looks crazy.
Yeah, now it
But
makes
at the time,
more
no,
sense.
I didn't suspect anything. I just thought he was an eccentric person.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I suppose you're right. But I think with the with the Jay-Z thing, it's almost like it's a similar thing, right? Like the speculation's always been there.
Yeah.
We're in the era of everything getting exposed, people being, thrown to the wolves. So I think without any level of like preconceived thought, and it happens more often than not, and to be fair, we're all guilty of it. Not all of us, some of us are, where when we hear accusations, we're quick to say that person is guilty because it fits the narrative. And it did for a lot of people with Jay-Z. For me, I was like, well, let's just see what happens. But I know obviously people have their own thoughts about Jay-Z. So I think that's just been the theme of things recently, man. People... And now the details out, it's like, oh, well, that all sounds really stupid and fabricated. Why would that have been the case in the first place? And Jay-Z never speaks. So that kind of makes you think, oh, wow, he must have been really annoyed that this actually got to this point. And fair play, I'd be annoyed too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. People just want to see the world burn at this point, bro. I feel like that's where we're at. Not the world, but the elite.
After being so close...
And sorry to cut you off,
go on.
and to add to that as well, like the whole speculation of Beyonce and Jay-Z like kind of like splitting apart, them having a discussion, and then also on top of that as well, the conspiracies around Beyonce. You're very much right. But
people, and the biggest issue I have with stuff like this, especially if it's not true, is just that stuff like this sticks. So you see in the comment section, people have made up their mind already. There's 100%. There's no smoke without fire. They were so close together. How could he not know? But I don't know. I think if you've seen his character over the last few years, I just don't think it's never struck me as something he'd do. But I don't know.
And to add on to that, it is very difficult to say that just because you have affiliation with someone or you've been seen with someone, you partake in what they do. Because whether you like it or not, in life you're going to meet people who've done some crazy stuff. We all have in this room. I've known or met people or unknowingly been around people who have done something that you're like, what? And it's not because it's your fault. It's just that's just the way life unfolds itself. So I think it is a bit naive to say, oh, Jay-Z he was doing whatever R. Kelly was doing. He's doing whatever P. Diddy was doing. Because maybe he wasn't, bro. Maybe
he did make some... I think even... the thing with Jay-Z's one is, some of it is even without hindsight. Like, doing it... Was it a joint album or was it just a joint tour with R. Kelly? Like, that's just a poor decision.
Both.
Yeah, that's a poor decision. Like, I'm sorry, that will come back to haunt you. How close you were with Diddy. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, he was very close and then now he's denied...
Yeah, you
friendship.
can't do that. You cannot do that. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you get away with that. Whatever, you two are buddy and have been for...
He might turn around and say, I'm no longer friends with him. But to say that we were never friends.
Yeah, that's just cap.
Cappuccino.
Yeah.
For real. No America. So, utterly fascinating. I think there'll be more that will come out.
Yeah,
whether they'll be right or wrong, only time will tell. I know that Carter Noel's house is sweating at the moment, but I predict more stuff will come out. That's why I said he was in trouble, because you can't be that close to that many people who've got issues and not expect to get burnt. It's just impossible.
Yeah. There's Weinstein, there's R. Kelly, and then now there's Diddy. It's like, okay, something is a bit funny.
Yo, Birdies, man. I was telling Demi earlier, I was rewatching The Wolverine yesterday, and I was just on Wikipedia just looking through like people associated with it, and then I clicked on Bryan Singer. Bro, that man has bare child abuse.
Abuse?
Not child abuse, sorry. Sexual, what's it called?
Sexual assault.
I don't know if just things with kids, like with whatever flipping R. Kelly was doing, whatever it may be. But he was on the flipping Weinstein bullshit. He was on that.
I know that he's been cancelled.
On that time.
He's never working again in Hollywood.
Yeah, but he was on that time from Jump Street. Like, he had accusations from 1997, and that was before he even made the first X-Men movie.
What?
But then that man managed to make movies after. This is the main guy who made the majority of the X-Men movies. And he made something.
The good ones that you like, he made them.
But he was obviously a piece of work. Moving to kids.
Oh yeah, because there was like a
massive cancellation thing that happened to him. Towards the end of the.
I kind of believe it because there was a whole thing of like, why is the X-Men wearing black leather?
Was that a thing?
Yeah, it was like more of like a sexual connotation.
Well,
but it was
That's
actually
funny.
said. No, it was like there's no conspiracy to it. It was like, yeah, this is like
Yeah.
what it was. Like, ooh.
I don't know. I thought they did that more because The Matrix had come out in 1999.
That was the
level was
the
hot
public
at the
reason.
time,
Yeah.
figuratively and literally. I don't know how you wear that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of freaky people in Hollywood, man. Freaky ass.
Well,
69 gal.
seems like the grass is getting cut, and what's standing in the dark is definitely coming to the light for a lot of these people, which is all you can ask for, really.
Oh God.
But yeah, what's the next topic? You want to say Baby Daddy, Lucien, and Drake?
What?
I'm assuming you're looking to refer back to the.
Drake has a baby daddy.
Kanye
What's
West.
he done? Oh yeah, he
Baby
sued
daddy Lucien.
UMG and Spotify.
This is interesting. We were supposed to record, and this is partly my fault. And sometimes we can't get in the room, whatever the case is. But at the time that this happened, and everything that's happened now, Drake has put in a petition to request information from UMG and Spotify because Not Like Us seemingly was extremely popular and the streams were, according to his view, inflated. So he's requesting information to get that from both of them to see if that they were working together to put this song out. Well, not to put this song out, but to make the song more popular as it was, to break records, so on and so forth, and then discredit him whilst Drake and UMG are having their negotiations for a new contract. So, now that everything has gone through, everyone has responded, so on and so forth, it's been cap. You've lost. You're now spiraling out of control. Google just came out and said the most Googled thing this year was Kendrick Lamar. Okay, cool. The next thing, Spotify has just come out and said, no, you shouldn't have fucking sued anyway, you dumb cunt. UMG basically said, go sue Kendrick Lamar. I think that's funny. But now everything's coming out. It's just like, bro, you lost, man. It's fine. It's okay. You don't need to go this length to be a sore loser. And he's really spiraling out of control. Excuse my language.
It's embarrassing to watch. Like I don't know what's going through his mind, his team's mind.
He's lost, bro. He's gone out on stage. I'm still here. Head held up high. Then go and stream with your haircut.
Sure.
You know, I'm still good. I'm like, bro, you're not. Then you sue the man. Then everyone comes out and says, no, you just lost, bro. It's tough, man. It's tough for Mr. Drizzy.
It is. Oh, man. It's fucked up.
It's a weird one. I think obviously the majority of his sentiment is obviously correct. Like, he lost. Him suing, it makes him look like even more of a sore loser. And it's kind of really a bit of a non-issue. The only thing that I think is interesting is the whole angle of the aspect of Not Like Us being pushed forward in order to discredit Drake during the negotiation. Because I think that is very interesting because obviously everybody's speculating about how much could be, what the terms and conditions are, but ultimately nobody really knows, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is that there is a renegotiation happening.
Yeah.
So whether people care about it or not, which people don't because he lost, that the impact of Spotify boosting Not Like Us does impact his negotiation position. The only thing that Drake is missing from this is that if you had battled better, then you wouldn't be in this position in the first place. The other thing I think is interesting is Drake's question towards UMG and Spotify is valid, but it's coming from the wrong person. So what I mean by that is, and I won't spill everything, I'll tell you guys offline, but Spotify do have a way of doing what Drake has said. In fact, it is a thing. It exists, right? It exists. But I won't say it on here.
Okay.
Even though it's public knowledge.
However, is it a case where Drake has benefited off that?
100%. Even if he hasn't, there was that time when he released Scorpion, and every fucking playlist, even if it wasn't rap adjacent, had his face on it. So
but those are two separate things.
He's benefited from the things he's.
No, I know, but I mean, as in, how can I explain it? So what I'm talking about is very different to like playlisting, advertisement, and being put on like the marquees, because you can actually pay for that. That's not illegal. That's perfectly fine, especially if you're a big enough artist like Drake, because it's mutually beneficial.
Yeah.
'Cause people will stream it because it's a big album, and people will get subscriptions. So it happens with everybody. It happens with Drake, or the biggest artists. Sorry. So Drake, Weeknd, Taylor Swift, whatever. So yeah, you're right. You're definitely correct. What I'm on about is the specific boosting of a specific song is a thing.
But okay, even still, does he not have? Is he not in the cultural zeitgeist enough to believe that Not Like Us was just a better record and was enough to get the job done?
That's a separate conversation, and ultimately we know that he's not, because he's delusional. But what is not delusional is the question about whether or not the song was boosted. Now, whether the song was boosted or not, it comes down to two things. It comes down to whether or not it comes down to whether or not Interscope wanted this to happen, because at the end of the day, Spotify benefits if it's boosted. Interscope benefits if it's boosted because their artist gets more money. Whether or not PG Lang and Kendrick know about it or not, that's a different story, because that's not a management decision. That can be a label decision. So that's why UMG can plead innocence and say, well, we don't know, nor do we care, because that's a business unit that can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit about what they do. Hence what Eman said, if you've got a problem, go sue him. But I think let's not be blinded by the fact that Drake lost this, and let's talk about the fact that at the end of the day, and I'm saying this as someone who works in music, which is really funny, but Spotify are not innocent. Universal are not innocent. This thing happens all the time. Songs get boosted. Songs have bots. Songs get pushed in a way where it's unfair. The way streaming works is unfair. The numbers that are behind it are ridiculous and stupid, and artists deserve more. Hence, coming back to my main point, that Drake's question about songs being boosted is a very, very, very valid question, and hopefully it makes a change, because some artists should benefit from it, but it's coming from the absolute worst person.
However, that was only one lawsuit. The second one was about the
Defamation of character.
Well, that one is just,
pure
It's an L, boy.
nonsense.
Yeah,
No, it's
that
pure.
one, there's no discussion really.
Yeah.
He said, we fed you the information. He then said, he first said in Tupac's voice, tell him he's bitch made and he likes young kids. Young girls, specifically. He said that himself. It came out of his mouth in the voice of Tupac. Second part, he said, we fed you the information. At this point, you know what? Drake might be right on the aspect of the song might be boosted. UMG and Spotify are not innocent in the aspect of that happening. It may be an algorithm thing where it's just like, this is something that's automated. Cool. But you're still moving right.
Yeah.
100%.
You're still moving crazy.
No one, you can't sue after losing a rap battle. It's as simple as that.
What are we doing? I can't believe this is how it's ending.
Yeah.
When I said he was going to crash on him, I didn't see this. I didn't see all this happening. I just thought, okay, he's gonna win him. He's gonna spin bars on him, red tear, and that's it. We're gonna keep it. They're gonna dash. They're gonna clap each other, and then dap each other. Sorry, and then that's it. They're gonna many years later. Now you're just looking like a buffoon. and it's crazy.
Oh,
It's sad.
It's really tough to see. Like, it's actually impacting my fandom for him. Is it really? I don't think I can listen to him. Not at the moment. I mean,
he's gonna drop something that's gonna be amazing. Which actually comes to another topic. I think I'll probably get onto the next one. But I don't think Drake has released a classic album. One time.
He has.
No. First listen, everybody loves it.
Oh, unanimously.
Yeah.
I
would say, honestly, never mind. But not everybody loved the album.
Oh, that's a personal classic to you.
Personal one-time classic done.
Wow.
Yeah. Like no other album I
really had that impact. If
from
we really,
first listen.
I don't know. My relationship with him as an artist has been sonically, we've just gelled so well. As in me, the consumer, him, the person offering the product.
Yeah.
Even from Take Care. My biggest issue with Take Care was that it was really long. I remember thinking that at the time. But then, if you're reading this, nothing was the same. Was perfect. 2013, when I've just got to uni. Instant classic. I used to listen to that album front to back, and then like there was an option on YouTube where they'd play it from back to front, and I even enjoyed that listening experience. If you're reading this is too late, what a time to be alive.
Actually, yeah. If you're reading this is too late, I think a lot of people say that's a classic.
It's 100%. It's a shame you marketed it as a mixtape.
My bad.
And then after that, it starts to get a bit higgy-haggy. I know what you had to do. To me, Views is actually a classic because of what it did culturally and for his career. But as a body of music, it's arse. Oh, no, it's not that it's arse, but it's so bloated. There's some ridiculous stuff on Views. But there's also some incredible stuff on Views.
Yeah.
Give me Views a la carte.
Views a la carte, it's crazy. Let's see what happens with him, man. It'll be interesting to see what.
That's
what
an interesting. I'm telling you, it's done.
Yeah,
I don't think he can fit. I think he'll have a tough time finessing anything. I mean, he's still Drake, so the numbers are still gonna number. Like, I don't think it'll be like Ja Rule or anything.
Nah. Well, not really. But the thing is, even with him as well, he has all the money to turn around and then put the engine in, like put the money back into himself, and he can really do it.
Yeah,
and the thing is,
of course you can.
Like, I don't know who said this. I think it was Joe Budden. Joe Budden said like they don't want to let Drake go.
No,
because the money he makes is impeccable.
Hip hop,
but is that because of his catalogue? This is my thing actually as well. Like, I'm personally a bit concerned for hip hop if he really just is like, I'm out.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I think people are forgetting about it.
I don't know. It's Americans, bro. I don't. They.
It's not looking good, bro.
No,
it's been a really shit year as far as like.
People forget the role he plays. Fair enough, you might not like the Drake stimulus package, but it's a real thing. A lot of artists have got their jump because of that. His ability to see something's about to blow and then get involved with it. Like, the scene still needs him. But it's whether people want to listen. I think that's the problem he's going to now face. How are you going to get people... Because in the court of public opinion, he's done. So how do you get people back on side? He's going to have a tough time doing that.
Squabble up.
Ever since you said you hate a squabble up, for some reason I hate it now.
Oh, I really didn't like it. I still don't like it.
Do you know why I don't like it now? The thing is, I guess as friends, sometimes we have like influence on each other. But the first time I heard a snippet, I said, this is incredible.
Yeah, it was incredible.
The first time I've heard a song, I enjoyed it. And the more I listen to it, this is going to sound like an awful opinion because everybody loves Kendrick right now, and I love Kendrick. But I just feel like the more I hear a song, the more it sounds awful. I think the sample that kicks in after that first 4 bars that give you the hype, it's like, where's the sample come from? And then all of a sudden, I'm listening to what he's saying, and I'm like, there's nothing being said on this track.
Not at all. And then the beat is not what we heard in Not Like Us. That's what threw me at first.
It's got a bounce. It's got a good bounce, but man, I just feel like he's really just talking arse on there.
I don't know. The more... do you know what though? I wish the camera got that. That's actually more impressive than getting it in.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't know, man. I'm having a tough time. Even GNX. I'm looking back on it. I know I came here and I said I liked it. I'm going back and forth on it.
The songs I like on there,
I love.
I think
Whacked Out Murals has been
the best songs on there, 11 out of 10 songs.
TV Off, and I hate being that person. I'm obviously naming the most popular tracks.
TV Off and Peekaboo are hard as
Come
bricks.
on.
Hey Now, ooh, way too important.
Hey now, what they gonna?
He's floating on that song.
He is.
Black Moses, I just strangled me a goat.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? The Black Moses.
But do you know what? Someone said it. Sometimes we're actually living through like things that are almost biblical. Like the two best rappers of the last 15 years having a battle. This feels like some Moses and the Pharaoh type shit. If you was in Egypt at that time, you'd probably be thinking, them man are really beefing. And they're brothers. At one point, them two probably identified as brothers. And these man, Pharaoh and Moses by the end do not like each other.
Hold on.
It is a mad story when you think
Identified
about
as
it.
brothers. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Is that a pronoun?
No, they probably saw each other as brothers at one point,
right,
and now they've fallen out. Same with Moses and the Pharaoh. Were raised as brothers. Moses said, "This ain't for me. I ain't trying to enslave my people. Let them go." That Kendrick asked him, "Yo, let the rap scene go a little bit. There's just you're moving. You've moved mad for the last 15 years. You know, chill." I told him on Euphoria. I told him.
A lot of the
Black
things.
Moses are just trying, and also thank you for pointing out the Bitcoin stuff. When I heard it, because I didn't process it on Whacked Out Murals at first, I was crying. Whenever something happens now, I'm saying, yo, he paid him in Bitcoin. What do you mean? Ryan Babel and the Mosai.
Hey man,
Oh my God. Life is funny.
bro, it's crazy. It's crazy. Not to harp on about the Drake thing too much, but he really did sow the seeds for the 15 years of brewed contentment and people eventually having this, maybe more from a scene perspective of this eventually unfolding the way it has. And it's a shame because them two clearly had a relationship, you know, man having his own song on Take Care, them talking about how they actually like linked up, they spoke and stuff. And even if you go further back, like the OVO Blogspot days where you could see Drake actively posting Section 80 stuff. So the stuff, even when I heard J. Cole talk, the J. Cole and Drake one is very different. I think them two are actually brethren. But it's just interesting to see how it's all unraveled this year. But I think one thing we are missing, and I want to bring it back to what you said, it's been a very eventful year. But if we're talking about like sales and the furtherment and the betterment of hip hop this year, it's been a really bad year, bro. Like Future did well, obviously, and Kendrick done well and in the back end.
You're very right.
But if you take those two anomalies out, there's nothing to look back on this year and be like, oh, maybe like Doechii from a woman's perspective. But man them, bro. What? Who's that talk about?
Performed. There's so many good projects
on people's necks a little bit though to drop stuff. I mean, I know Ascension is coming at the top of the year, but I think some big hitters are staying away. You know?
Yeah.
No, I think everybody was more.
Kanye West this year. We even forget that
2 albums, but the thing is, Vultures 2
was us.
It's not.
That album's terrible.
It's not.
Vultures 2 is bad.
I mean, the updated version is out. Is now. Yeah.
What?
He's actually speaking on 5 a.m.
Is 5:30 updated? It's not.
It's updated.
I'll check that out.
He's speaking.
But listen, you know how I feel about 5:30. 5:30 is one of the best songs I've listened to and one of the worst at the same time. I don't know how he managed it. It's only something Ye could do. But Vultures 2 is terrible. I'm rocking with Vultures 1. I actually think Vultures 1 is a really good album. When you get past his inability to rap at the moment.
Vultures 2 is actually a good album.
I don't know how you can say that.
It's a good album. I promise you it's a good album. I promise you it's actually a good album. But enough of that.
Who's your favourite rapper of all time? Is that a tough question?
It would be Ye.
Okay.
It would be Ye. Simply based on the idea of what I downloaded, what I consumed. 50 Cent.
Yeah.
50 Cent. Yeah. I am a fan of Schoolboy Q, to be fair. Kendrick Lamar, of course, 1000%. But favorite rapper, I don't know, man. It's
no, I think Ye's a good choice. I thought you was gonna say Ye, to be fair.
Yeah.
That or 50 Cent, but 50 Cent hasn't released enough. What about you?
I mean, he's rapping fast.
You gonna say J. Cole?
I was gonna say Kanye West pre 2015. That's my honest and genuine answer. Genuinely, because that period he was untouchable. Everything, all classics, no misses, no nothing. Well, now it's harder for me to justify that choice. It changes. My answer changes. So it's either
Pusha T.
You are.
Pushes up there. It's either J. Cole, depending on the day. Sometimes it can be Drake, depending on the day. Sometimes Q, sometimes Freddie Gibbs. It's between those five gentlemen. Kendrick Lamar as well, obviously, he's up there for sure.
Yeah.
But I think if you ask me right now to take one person's catalogue and get rid of everybody else's,
I'm still taking Drake.
I can see why.
I understand why. That's why he's there.
Yeah.
That run, I'm not gonna let people.
From Take Care to What a Time to Be Alive, I could live off that.
We can't pretend like it didn't happen. You know, even further than that, if you want to go for certain songs as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Moments.
I mean, I'd be really upset if I lost some really big hits. That Chris asked a really good question in the group chat the other day. What is Drake's favorite song? Could be, best song. Could be there for ages. I said 4 p.m. in Calabasas, but even then, I'm just scratching the surface. Like, what's the
Feeling Away's karaoke?
What's the title song on?
Amazing songs.
The first song on CLB.
Until they find a way. Champagne Poetry.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, really good
Even
song.
that is a phenomenal rap performance from this year. Family Matters is in my favorite Drake songs of all time. that second half, what he did on that drill beat, phenomenal. And then I think it got swept under the rug. We spoke about this to death, but that third part, can you just open his mouth? Brilliant.
He's gonna get crumbs.
Yeah, they might give him the clean sweep.
They might just throw it at him. Just say, get out, man. We don't want to see you next year.
Dave as well for me. From not even just from the UK. I just think
UK rappers. I didn't even think about that.
Something's really happened in terms of me as a consumer with Dave more this year. I really resonated with my 24th birthday, and I feel like I was like, I really rate this guy. I need more albums. Obviously, he's only dropped 2, but
I think we'll have from him next year.
Have to. If I'm his label, I'm like, okay, cool. It's not funny anymore. 2021 was the last time we heard from him, and he doesn't really do features. No. I think that when you stay that quiet, it can also be to your detriment as well.
Yeah, but I think his team are very smart, and I think he's a smart man. I think maybe, if I'm just speculating, maybe it could be a thing where he's looking at what's happening, and it's like, what's gonna motivate people? What's gonna move things? What's gonna shake things up? Because it is a very difficult time right now, bro.
Yeah, the scene is
it's
mad.
So hard. Like, I think Sench is gonna do well based off of likability, hype, and having a decent amount of quality, and also the international impact.
Yeah.
I think Dave's question will then be like, what's next? You know, it'll be his third album. Where do we want to take it? So really, I understand the hesitation.
Really excited for that Sench product.
Bing, bap, boom, 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 bap,
wow.
Type of shit I'm on. You wouldn't understand.
Can't believe Super Hot Fire is his biggest inspiration.
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, I hear it.
That's like when Soulja Boy was saying, I gave Drake my whole flow.
I'm from Bompton.
Should we quickly discuss Usyk and Fury staring at each other?
So by the time you see this, the fight is already done.
I think Fury's gonna win. You know,
I don't think so.
I think Fury.
A man that says that he's spoken to his wife in 3 months, whether he's telling the truth or lying, that's not someone I want to fight.
I think a loss for him was good. You know.
Yeah,
I think him losing that first fight.
He's still a lot heavier than I expected, though. That
way. I was like, what?
No, I was like, please, man, trim down. I'm begging.
No, I don't. I think
staring for 11 minutes. By the way, bro, when you put,
I
joke, but you're talking riddles, so I thought, maybe he's gassed it. And then Mumbats came. So no, they really said for
11 minutes, man.
Hey, man, if I say what I want to say,
I had to say, you know me. I'm all about peace, love. That she was gay. That's straight.
That's gotta be gay. That's gotta be gay.
That's just on some shit that you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even. Come on.
Hey, what
Come
are
on.
we talking about?
Like, why did they stay for 11 minutes? What was the purpose?
Because no one was gonna concede.
But they want to break.
They didn't want to break.
No, they didn't want to concede. Like if you look the other side,
That means I won.
that means I've won. That means I've won the whole fight.
Yo, men are so stupid.
But then
I understand it. in that
but then
environment,
if I look away, I'm done.
Yeah,
But then
no,
now-
it's
No.
At that point, when you're in that, that's happened 72 hours before the fight. Psychologically, I can't even imagine the space you're in. Yeah, you can't afford to lose that stare down. You actually can't.
Yeah.
We can stay here for half an hour if we really have to. The thing,
11. No, man,
That's a
bro.
log-ass staring competition.
That's 3 songs.
them two are, as I said,
Do you know what I could do in 11 minutes? Pause.
I don't think you needed to pause that.
Nah, people could just run wild with imaginations.
Was it gonna?
Dame did the stupidest pause the other day. Did you not see it?
No.
Dame Dash. Oh, what did he say? Oh,
What did he say?
man. It was so stupid. He said, 50's a thinking man. Pause. I said, what?
Yeah, but he's just at this point he's just doing whatever.
No, I'm not gonna.
How is thinking man pause? Because his head, because what? He's using his head to think.
He's using his head.
I think he's just
Nah, man.
He's
That's
just
not a pause.
he's just so in that game. It like I don't think it matters to him.
How could you say someone's a thinking man and say
No,
pause?
I'm with you. I've been saying Dame's level of playing the pause game is ridiculous.
At some point,
There's
you got to
plenty
ask
of-
questions.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
why? What made you think
Because
about
now I'm actually my thought process
It's
with Dame
opposite.
is you're doing it
Because
too much. Is man on your mind so much that you're protecting yourself? That's how my brain, that's how my mind works.
Oh man, I was looking at the comments. Everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Like, why is he pausing that?"
The people who play it perfectly
Oh shit.
is Cam and Mace.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, that they will say something wild and you have to check him. But I think Dame's gone too far the other way. Hey, if it saved his life, then I don't know.
Pause saved my life.
Pause it. But Fury Usyk, what are we saying?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna gamble.
Personally, I have no idea because it's a fight where either man can win. Fury has every potential to win. He just was underperforming in the previous fight, but now Usyk is now more prepared than ever to fight Fury, and we'll probably see it and say, "Okay, cool," but I don't know, man. I don't know, and I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Nah, because when I don't know, I just don't
But
know. Innit?
isn't Usyk gonna drop down in weight after this? He said that, isn't he? He's gonna potentially not do heavyweight anymore. I don't know if I saw this a few months ago. It might be completely bullshit, but I saw somewhere he said.
If he
he's gonna
does
be
that,
down.
it probably makes more sense for his body
Well,
because he's naturally at a certain weight. Whereas this one, he's just having to eat more just to, and he's getting banged. Like he's getting heavy hitters. Like heavyweight can go up. Like we saw Jerome Miller. He's just
That.
he's a health concern.
He is obese.
Yeah, very
Has to
much
be.
so. Very much so. But
his health
then,
concern's crazy.
but then with like, if he goes down to cruiserweight again, he's gonna be at
Is
a
that
weight.
is cruiserweight the weight below heavyweight?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was light heavyweight.
No, there's light heavyweight, then there's cruiserweight, then there's heavyweight. But I think they're gonna do Bridget weight.
They just be
called
making this stuff up,
No,
man.
Bridget weight is like because heavyweight. Because you see people like Deontay Wilder, you're like, you should not be in this class.
What?
And he's been very successful, fair enough, but you shouldn't be in this weight class.
He can't box.
He can. He proved it. He's won so many
Deontay
fights.
Wilder?
He's won so many fights.
No, I'm not. But when it came time to actually technically gifted,
It doesn't matter.
you don't.
If you're a heavyweight champion, you're a heavyweight champion. He's a heavyweight champion. I have
Do
to
you know who I
respect
really
it.
like?
And he got bronze.
Oh, fair enough.
So,
Do you know who I really like? Bivol.
yeah.
Yeah, he's crazy.
He just went.
He's crazy.
Them man from once it ends in Stan, I'm not fighting. Once it ends, and I'm not talking about the Eminem song. Once it ends in Stan, Islam
Yeah.
Makhachev in UFC, scary brother. Khabib, scary brother. I know all they do is eat, sleep, train. That's it. I didn't even think about gal.
What's girl?
What was gal?
Yeah. Anyway, music options.
Do you know what? Your company, T-Face, please look after T-Face Dreads. This guy is incredible. He's 2 for 2. He's got money and now dreads.
Money.
Two-Face Dreads.
No. The song is called Dreads by T-Face. But he has another song that I enjoyed called Money.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna pick a song called Jack Harlow by Pot Paper. The reason why I'm laughing is like there's a bar on there, yeah, and I was driving Sophie, and she was like, "Yo, turn this shit off."
Hey, listen. If I think the key to a happy relationship is your girl shouldn't like the music you like.
When she said it, I just couldn't stop laughing because the bar is actually dumb.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's like, you should take that, like Gary Barlow, and then she.
No, that's not that word.
No, I said, nah, turn that shit off.
No, that works. I'm gonna let Pot. You can have that. That ain't even that bad.
I was like, you know what? So fair enough. And I just turned it off.
My girl hates the music I like. So I don't even know what this is, and you enjoy this.
Hey man, that is actually a key to a healthy relationship. I swear to God.
My song is Guns and Smoke by Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Dr. Dre, and Eminem.
I want to listen to the album. What
Missionary.
did you think?
It's alright.
Oh, it's just alright.
Great production, but it's alright. It's a good listen.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I've seen mixed. Some people said it's the best thing since sliced bread, and then some people were quite disappointed with it. I don't need to hear Snoop rap at this point.
Yeah, me neither, man.
He's all right.
Now I'm not saying he's not, and I'm not saying he's one of the best to ever do it. And for some people, he might be the best to do it. But I just think I'm cool on it. Yeah. You're known for so much more. You don't need to do music anymore.
Icon now.
Yeah, exactly. You're GOAT status.
All right, lads. Let's get on to the next one. Peace. We out.
Well done, lads.